My name is Vritra. I just performed my song Prisons I've Designed at Silvergun. That's where I am right now. Pretty cool place. So, this song and the concept of the project that it's on is it's the death of me as a character. Um, each song, including this one, and this is the first song on the project that kind of sets the stage, it's essentially me battling with my ego and my id, trying to find like the me in that. And the project itself is called Husk, as in like a shell of a person. The full title is Prisons I've Designed, and it's like prisons I've created in my head of like I'm not good enough, I'm this, all these things, and breaking out of that or letting it completely devour you, you know. And this album or this EP isn't fully devouring me. It's not a positive anything. Like it doesn't end on a positive note at all. So the alias switching mainly comes from my desire to want to push a story along. So there's Vritra, which is the artist that I am referencing now. I also released a project as Vritra and Her 72 Demons, which is me literally tapping into like the darker side of myself and exploring like darker sonic stages. And then out of that, this project, even though it's like lyrically it's dark, it's a little bit brighter. So like there's no need for the demons, and the demons were there to guide me to this. So like they're different artists, but like they're connected in the story. And as I make things, they fill out that story, if that makes sense. If I make something that I feel like is 30 chapters ahead, it would have to be for a different alias. This character will be dead after this. Like this situation came into place because, like you mentioned, Parka. I finished the Parka project, but then I realized that the story of Vritra hadn't been told. So in like 2 weeks, I like wrote an entire album, and I was like, I gotta finish this story, and that this is the first song that came from that and set the tone for me to explore that mentally and kind of, even though like there is a story, it is also an internal battle for me, and me literally analyzing my career, my like accomplishments, the things that I've failed on. Like most of the album is me telling myself how much I failed, and like that is just not working. You know, after that is the world of Parka, total different perspective, But I had to kind of really press this character into the ground and like curb stomp it and end it. Another thing that I set out to do with this is, for a long time in my career, even though this sounds so corny, for a long time in my career I've relied on just filler words and like like saying a swear word here, doing all these things, and it's like in real life, sure, that's fine. Like I'll say whatever, but like in terms of me telling a story, I like really started to analyze. Do I need to say this, or is there another way for me to say this? So this project, I spent a lot of time. Any place I would have just put like, can I curse?
Yeah, yeah.
Any place I would have just put like fuck or like anything that is just like, okay, how do I express that emotion with like just way more visually? How do I express everything without relying on just like, all right, shortcut, like this fucking blah blah blah? Like no, fully describe the thing, fully describe the emotion. And that's kind of where all of these songs came from. It's like there's topics about death, possession, all these like very taboo things, but like I wanted to confront it. So this is a lot of confrontation. Even though it's the end of an alias, it is a very key part of the Parker project. Like that project needs this for it to make sense. So I do want people to listen to this one, to kind of, it's almost like a funeral, even if it's their first time like finding out about the person. Like after you've witnessed this person end, then it's like, well, what happens next? Like where does that soul go? What is, and then the shift from Vritra to Parker is essentially like me fully just ascending out of this negative and like dark and depressive like state of myself to like something else. I feel like in my career before this project too, I've done a lot of just like rapper stuff and like just expressing stuff that way, and it's like, well, like what substance who can relate to that? Like I'm rapping about like money and cars and shit like that. Like who could you know? Yeah. Some people can, but like I want to tell stories. That was why I started making music. So like I'm just fully shifted into like real stories. Yeah. Awesome. You know, still my stories, but like stories.